Welcome to the Global Festival of the Universidad Cooperativa de Colombia. Today our quest country is Denmark, which will be exhibited in each of the categories. Did you know that Denmark is century considered the happiest country in the world?
This is European nation has already surpassed Switzerland and Iceland in terms of welfare, and is not only the excellent condition enjoyed by the majority of the population, including good medical service and effective government.
The philosophy of life that the Danes have is really special, and the really something that they are daring to export to other countries in the world. In Denmark, the concept of happiness is rooted in one word, Auschwitz, and that does is mean is referred to nothing less that the audited towards to the life that the people take, which is to take more time to be with the family and the people who love each other. That we will talk about culture in Denmark. This group is composed by Nicolás Cabrera, María Alejandra Díaz, Juan Camilo Amaya, and Daniel Felipe Argüello. Danish culture has a rich intellectual and artistic heritage. There are some general characteristics of association with Danish society and its daily culture. Some of the most important values in Danish culture include empathy, solidarity, trust between people, tolerance, freedom, equality, and justice. They follow their laws and conditions to the letter. The Danes are very quick to show the culture they have and proud of their history. Always find their flag and their queen. Most people in Denmark believe that traditions are part of the national culture heritage, and many believe that they should be projected from outside influence. However, this does not mean that they have not been adopting tradition from other Nordic cultures. Danes has a very relaxed and cheerful attitude towards life, which is reflected in their social treatment, which is usually very informal.
They are tolerant, peaceful, open-minded, and willful and taboo. They are also very familiar people. Sincerity is important for Danes who are frank and who do not hide their critical will. Danish humor is ironic, sarcastic, and informal, and is often used in the etiquette of conversation as a way of showing confidence. It is not an open door to offend and disrespect. It is almost impossible to offend and
However, some cultures might find it difficult to interpret Danish humor and sarcasm. The relaxed attitude of the Danes is also reflected in Denmark's many alternative every month, which are affecting and several part of country. Danes live fun and social life, but they are also consolate where when circumstances require it. Denmark has representatives in culture field who have managed to transcend national boundaries and their reconcile throughout the world. It field such is literature, music, architecture, in art such as dance, paint, cinema. We also find sciences, fashion, gastronomy, and sport. Derman has often in the world important characters and words considered.
Danish literature had a historic milestone in 2012 when the anniversary of three of its main figures were celebrated. Will be the 200th anniversary of the birth of Hans Christian Andersen, the 115th anniversary of the death of Søren Kierkegaard, and the 112th anniversary of the birth of Karen Blixen. We can safely say that these are the three great names of Danish literature and also the best known internationally. Danish literature was born around the year 1200 when the monk Saxo wrote the Danish history, in which he blends historical story with legends and the narrations of this pioneer, even inspired Shakespeare's great work Hamlet. Later, in the Middle Age and the Renaissance, they highlight the ballad of medieval songbook that, after being transmitted orally, had a written representation. The playwright Ludwig Holberg is considered the father of Danish literature. He wrote comedies inspired by the Italian during the 18th century, which were performed in Copenhagen and became part of a repertoire of foreign companies.
However, the world's first great figure of Danish literature is Hans Christian Andersen. Curiously, his work has always been identified with the children's audience, although within his short stories there are elements that were directed more toward the understanding of the adult audience. Narrations such as La Sirenita or El Patito Feo have given it fame all over the world for adults, including several travel books, poems, plays, or novels. Another of the great names in Danish literature is Søren Kierkegaard, who is extremely prestigious in the field of the philosophy. He is considered the founder of international existentialism. His work is full of pseudonyms, and it encourages the reader to choose his path among the philosophical, moral, and theological dilemmas that arise. However, the great writer of the 20th century is Karen Blixen, author of works such as Seven Gothic Tales, which we know especially from the film version of the work Memories of Africa.
In the field of music until the 20th century, the compositions were made by other foreign authors in the size of the group, with very few exceptions. Later is an asthma almost is lost from the roots of the word tendency. After the were defeat on CCA 4, Carnes is one of the first great authors of 20th century.
His work served primarily as great contribution Denise Saw and the writer Sid Simons was the writer of Generation in which the religion compositors Tom Lawyer or Ruth Langer also and Fred Owen.
In the latter generation, we found authors such as Janger Benson, Finn Heider, or Van Hall, with in many cases were teachers. Also, a current generation of music included Tir Nerder, in Nard Hall, or the Junior Hall, Bad or B. Started.
Art Denmark. Danish artists only began to gain importance at the end of the 18th century. These are the case of the painter Jan Juel, known for his portraits, or N.A. Pilgaard. However, the first great name on the word accent corresponds to the sculptor Werther, who lived for much of his life in Rome, where he carried out most of his neoclassic works. In the 19th century, painters such as Christian Krupp, Wilhelm Marston, and P.C. Schubert emerged, representing the Romantic style, along with the most nationality Christian Dalgasar and Julio Exner. The typical dance of Denmark is called Dance Seven Jumps. Originally it was danced only by men. Any number of people can participate. The sustain notes are of variable duration in order to surprise the participants, as they have to maintain the positions as long as this note lasts. It is such that the music played the participants a simple circle in form, all with the hunked hands turning towards the centers. If you prefer, you can form pairs indicates that the components are placed face to face in the each figure.
Derman has been producing film since 1897 and since the 1980 as managing as a steady stream of production due largely to funding by the state-supported Danish Film Institute. Historically, Danish film has been noted for their religious, and moral themes, sexual freakings, and technical innovation. Some of the most important Danish directors are Beijing Christian, Carl Theodor Derrick, Erik Balling, Gabriel Axel, Billy August, Lars von Derry, Nicolas Windref, Thomas Vinterich, Anders Thomas Jens, and Susan Beer.
Below are some well-known films in the art of Danish cinema: Strength, I Love You Forever, The Master of the House, My Fun, The Art of Searching in Shore, European, Danish Irai, Italian for Beginners, Mandalari, Melancholy Haunting.
Danish architecture and design also have prominent chapter in recent years. Perhaps the most famous architecture of design is Arne Jacobsen, who designed the SAS Royal Hotel building in Søstrand, Copenhagen, and he is also known and valued for the furniture creation. However, other Danish architecture are also responsible for world renowned works. John Hudson is the creator of the famous Sydney Opera, as well as the Louisiana Museum in Copenhagen. Johann Otto von Sprenkelsen is responsible for the Arc de la Défense in Paris.
Science in the Mark. The discoveries of the astronomer Tish Brander 1546 1601 and the brilliant contribution to atomic pitch of the Niels Bohr 1885 96 through indication the research the Danish science had reached an Christian order 1777 age 51
was a Danish psychist and Smith and Gray, a student of electromagnetics in the 1830s, ratified the existence of electromagnetic phenomena. The discovery was crucial in the development of electricity.
Fashion in the market. Danish fashion is very popular international. Is the fourth largest export in Denmark and Copenhagen. Is the fourth largest city in Europe. In the terms of fashion, Danish desire had developed an unique style, famous in innovation and aesthetic.
Some of the best corner the scene or brand at they beer el Michael. The Mylen beer, Bruns Beiser, Isabel Christine, Bauner, Horn, Peter Gerd, Ronser, and more other Copenhagen Fashion Week or Copenhagen Fashion Week is celebrity very years.
One of the most popular members of the royal family, the Crown Princess Mary Elizabeth of the Denmark, is the protection of Danish first and 4th year has the Serbia has an year for Danish desire, and the Danish population had fashion icon and considered one of the best there's in the one world move as contributors the popularity of Danish fashion.
Danish cuisine has traditionally been influenced by French cuisine, as the French language and culture has had a profound influence on the Danish royal house and the upper class. It is also influenced by other European countries such as Italy. The old country's cuisine is similar to that of the other Scandinavian countries, Swedish cuisine and Norwegian cuisine, and Germany. Dinner is the main meal of the day that is consumed at home with the family. The general characteristics associated with their dish is that they consist mainly of fish, seafood, meat, and a variety of edible roots, vegetables, and herbs. This consumes traditional of the country as well as geography influence gastronomy. Tradition vary widely between island and region of the country.
The general characteristic associated with the traditional dishes of the field is that they are heavy and rich in fat, consist mainly of carbohydrates, meat, fish, and potato. The Danish restaurant Noma, located in Copenhagen, became internationally famous when it won the title as the best restaurant in the world in 2010, 2011, 2012. He also won 2 stars in the Michelin Guide in 2008 and 2009. The name Noma is formed by the Danish Farsmordics, made which means Nordic food, and the menu consists of food made by local traditional ingredients and represent modern Danish cuisine. Carlsberg and Tuborg are 2 brands of beer of Danish original. 85 Antor beer is a Danish brand famous for its chocolates.
In Denmark, the most wealthy prized nationality is sport football. The Danish team made history in the 1990, win first the European Champions that was played in Sweden in 1992, in the Confederation Cup in the 1995. The generation of footballers was made of the brothers Michael and Brian Laudrup, as well as legendary goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel, considered one of the best goalkeepers in history.
In the World Cup, they reached the quarterfinals in 1998. Denmark national team in century number 23 in the world according to FIFA official ranking. In Denmark, there are about 1620 resist clubs. Among the best scored is FC Copenhagen. The national language, La Superliga, has many Logan fans. Other national languages in European shows in the Netherlands, Germany, England, Italy, and Spain are also very popular in Denmark.
Danish player Caroline Wozniacki is centrally number 6 in the world ranking of the W2A. From 2010 to 2011, it was number 1. In 2009, it reached the final of the US Open, losing against Belgian Kim Kirsten. In 2011, player Frederik Loos Nielsen won the men's doubles swings with double.
In handball, the women's section has achieved several successes, as in the Olympic Games, where they won gold medals in 1986, 2000 and 2004, 3 times the European Championship in 1984 and 1986 and 2002, and a World Cup in 1987. The men's section won the European Championship in 2008 and 2012. Michael Hansen was crowned the world's most determined and aspiring player in 2012. The Danish men's handball team was proclaimed Olympic champions for the first time from the 2016 Rio Olympics in Brazil, after beating France 28-26 in the final. Thomas Bond, Søren Hansen, and Torbjørn Olesen are the only Danish players to have represented Europe in the Ryder Cup. Bond has also been chosen captain of the European team in the 12-18 edition. Cycling has also been a great success for him. Riggs, winner of the Tour de France in 1996, or Mads Pedersen, who was World Cycling Champions in Worcestershire in 2019. Other sports that are also popular are ice hockey, handball, golf, among others.